I started here at 19, being the sales admin. I really did enjoy my job. I liked the little tedious work. I knew I was good at it. And I think people were looking to me for answers, and I had the answers. And it was exciting kind of being in that position. I mean, doing the position for a couple years, just grinding and then getting married and having kids, it kind of slowed down my career here, which was not a bad thing. I think I needed that break. I kind of took the leap of faith, came back here full time, and things kind of just went from there. It was a quick transition of, okay, today you're doing this and tomorrow you're doing this and tomorrow you're gonna do this. And then the next day, hey, now you're managing someone. And hey, now we're changing your title. And now we're, changing where you sit in the office. And it was a lot of movements and a lot of changes and a lot of just keeping me up on my toes. But I think that's what I needed. I think I needed to see where I could fit and see which seat I was gonna end up in. I think that they saw things in me before I saw it in myself. And now I'm COO. So that's pretty cool. Scott has a really good gift of seeing the qualities in people that they maybe don't see in themselves yet. He's gonna be patient with you, and he's gonna train you, and he's gonna, lead you and do all the things that managers do. And, him specifically in his Scott way does everything. I think we get to this point of, okay, I know that you're ready. And, he pushes you out of the nest, and he knows that you're gonna fly even if you don't know, yourself if you're gonna get there. Sometimes life gets in the way, or, their jobs may just feel a little bit stagnant. And Scott is able to kind of look outside the box, break the box open and say, we're gonna create a job here for you, or we're gonna create a new title for you, or a new responsibility for you to cater to the strengths of people, because he sees that in them. And not everybody fits into the mold and the box of just one title. Lead us through the chamber. It's, a certain amount of classes. It's, maybe 3 or 4 months. You meet, depending on the season, you meet every week or every other week. And they just essentially sit you down and they teach you how to lead and how to manage and the difference between the two. So we've sent people who aren't even managers, and I think that they have thrived being in those classes as well. So they're not learning how to manage people, but they are learning how to lead.
The culture is the number one reason why Altek is Altek. As the company decided to grow, Ray kind of put some thought into it, and in 2018, Ray decided to take a chance. And realistically, he took a chance on me, and I had no experience doing this before. I had never done copiers before, technology before, but he hired me not even knowing what position I was gonna take, just to hire me to bring me into the building. And he let me figure it out. And I think that was huge.
Seeing people who have started as service technicians and are now managing our entire service department, it's amazing. And I'm close with these people, so it excites me, and I want to be their biggest cheerleader. I don't want people to come here and dread coming to work. I want to be the change of the future of Altek, that we are ahead of that, and we are hiring people who want to be here, and we are making it the best place that we can. Not because copiers are so exciting, but I think that we're keeping people here because of the culture that we've built. And it's exciting for new people to be experiencing that as well.
I'm a big proponent of training our employees, getting education, spending some money to get training. Many times, there's many other business owners that I've talked to that complain about spending money on training an employee and having them leave and go to a competitor. Someone once told me that the only thing worse than having a trained employee leave for a competitor is having an untrained employee stay.
Adam interviewed for the personality, and we taught the skills, and Vinny had the skills. And we interviewed Vinny, and he had the skills and the personality, and it was kind of like, okay, this is a great ad. It's become this expectation that when we interview people, we're hiring a personality and we'll teach them the skills. And I can say we have 39 employees, and I get along with all 39 people that work here. And I think most people will say they do, because there's a certain personality that we hire. We hire for great people. We hire people that will fit. We hire people that want to enjoy their work.
We really do practice what we preach here at Altek. We've had a very successful 35 years. We're continuing to grow. We're continuing to add additional services to our tool belt, right? But most importantly, we can't make any of that happen if we didn't have the right people working for Altek, right? And our culture here it's above anything I've ever experienced in any previous role that I have had. When it comes to communication, collaboration with everybody here, it just makes you want to come to work every day.
What makes me proud to work for Altek is that they care about me as a person. I'm not just a number here. When I need time to do something for myself or for my family, I can do it. You spend a third of your life working, you spend a third of your life enjoying that time, and then you spend a third of your life sleeping. But if a third of your life is working and you don't enjoy what you're doing or who you're working with, it's going to affect the other 2/3 of your life. My work-life balance is fantastic, and I owe everything to Altek for that because I enjoy the people that I work with.
If we have to be here and we have to spend a lot of our lives here at work, we might as well make it the best place. Going from the 40 accounts that we started with to the over 5,000 that we have now, I think they're still getting the same level of attention that they did. So as long as we still have the CSRs doing what they're doing, they're calling the customers, they're doing account reviews, they're looking at their invoices, making sure that they're getting taken care of, I think they're still gonna have that same small family feel that they got when Altek started with 5 people and only 40 companies that they worked with before.
I really do think that the system that we have in place where we recognize every single person for going above and beyond has instilled the culture that going above and beyond is appreciated and encouraged.
We don't have too much pride to say, what can we do better? Not, we are the best. We know that we're not the best. And there's always room for improvement. And I think that's a big thing that I think we do at Altek.
These people work for a Fortune 500 company and they were blown away by a meeting. And our sales rep was like, yeah, every quarter. I think that's a great representation of what Altek's like. We're not normal. In a good way, we're not normal. We don't expect to be normal, but we do things our way and we love the way we do them. And we're always making adjustments, but we're also making sure that as we grow, those core things that we all love that make Altek Altek stay in Altek.